Leavenworth as we welcome you inside the Pioneer Center for an exclusive Wednesday night matchup of JV basketball. I'm David Kemp alongside Mason Bentley here. We are about 30 seconds away from opening ceremonies. And Mason, we've got a girls doubleheader on National Girls Athletics Day. And it's hopefully the Pioneers can get their second straight win. They really beat the socks off of Lansing last night. It's our first time covering the JV team, so it'll be fun to see what they're made of.
Yeah, David, I really love how these girls are playing with each other. They are working so well as a team. Their ability to score inside the paint, which they have done well all season. I think we're going to see a lot of that today from both the JV and the varsity. This game is going to matter who is going to win in the paint. I think it will. We're going to see who's going to win in the paint. But for me, this will be a paint game. Who's going to win defensively? I'm ready. It's Leavenworth until Olathe East. I'm ready.
So much talent on both sides of the court here. Pioneers will be starting. It appears Ellie Lovejoy, McKenna McIntyre, Kiki Tolbert, McKenna McCann, and number 10, Rivera. And we're underway. Pioneers with possession here early. Tolbert to Rivera on the outside. Set up in the corner. Uncontested three. Overshoots it just a bit. Lovejoy with the rebound. She will put it up.
That's what's going to work today. You got to get the rebounds. The rebounds, they weren't getting the rebounds in the C team game. Olathe East capitalized. It's going to be rebounds today.
McKenna McCann swooping in for a steal there, able to recover, is number 1 for the Hawks. Olathe East High School has not provided us with rosters for their JV team prior to the game, so we will be referring them to their numbers.
Like I said, it's going to be in the paint. The paint is what's going to win both teams the game. Nice defensive start for Leavenworth.
Another turnover puts it in the hands of Rivera. To Lovejoy. McCann for 3. Just a bit overshot. Contact inside the arc for the Pioneers, and that's the first foul charged to Leavenworth tonight.
Leavenworth is liking the 3-ball early. We've had 2 3-point shots up, and then, of course, the paint off the rebound. I think, like I said, it's going to be a matter of what's in the paint. The rebound for Leavenworth, they were able to rebound it, put it back up and score. If Leavenworth can continue to do that this entire game, this should be an easy win for the JV team.
Pioneers currently leading 2-0, 1 minute into the contest here.
There we go.
Off the leg of number 35, and the Pioneers get another turnover. Kiki Tolbert trying to work around heavy coverage.
There we go
The outside, Lovejoy for 3.
Ooh.
Not going to fall.
Olathe East is leaving everything on that perimeter open. Leavenworth is going to continue to, if you're going to leave them open on the perimeter, they're going to continue to put the 3-ball up, and eventually they're going to start hitting.
Pioneers a little bit rusty from the field goal so far. A long-range 3 from 35. Not going to drop, but the Hawks will draw a foul.
It's been so on defensive for the Hawks. They're really covering the paint a lot, and they're leaving the perimeter open. Leavenworth has shot 3 threes now to start this game, and they're going to continue to do it. And in one, I've seen a lot of these where they were automatic.
All 3 of those long-range field goals have not fallen, but you got to think, Mason, the team isn't going to stay unlucky forever as the Hawks drop their first free throw of the game, making it a 1 contest. The Pioneers still in front.
They're watching the C team game. I think Leavenworth, when you get those fouls, you have to get those free throws. You have to get the point.
Ball goes in and out of the rim there. And now McCann leading the charge back down the court. In the corner is Tolbert. To the outside. Rivera.
Stolen.
Elisa Maria Rivera.
They are really pressuring. MJ Hack just got pressure there on the court. There's nothing you could do. Didn't even get a pass out. And that was really, really good one-on-one defense there from the Hawks.
Pioneers will draw the foul. Charge number 1 on the Olathe East side. Tolbert driving. Getting press double coverage. Lovejoy to Rivera. Kiki Tolbert getting bodied, nearly out of bounds, has to pass it quick. Instead, she fumbles it into the hands of 30 on Olathe East.
Leavenworth continues to want to get into the lane, and the Hawks are denying it every single time. It's going to be a long game. The Hawks continue to do that for Leavenworth.
Pioneers, after going on the road last night in a tough-fought rivalry game, they're back in the home whites today. Olathe East Hawks on your screen in blue uniform with the orange trim. Ellie Lovejoy. This one will go to Mitchell, back to Lovejoy, and now to Kiki Tolbert. Tolbert to Lovejoy. Mitchell.
Stolen. They're playing really good one-on-one defense right now.
Lovejoy on the outside. The three-pointer wide open.
There it is.
will fall.
I told you, David. They're continuing to leave that perimeter three open. Leavenworth's going to hit on it eventually. So you can only miss for so long.
Prophetic words there, Mason, as Kiki Tolbert
Good defense there by
gets the
Tolbert.
fight.
It's Leavenworth's ball.
Back over
Wow.
the Pioneers.
Leavenworth's playing really good defensively. I've only given up 1 point from a free throw. Other than that, they've been really good. It's going to force Olathe East to use a timeout here to try to get the momentum that Leavenworth has to just stop. But so far, David, like I said, it's going to be the paint and it's going to be the perimeter. Leavenworth trying to drive in the paint. Olathe East is stopping them. Leavenworth being forced to shoot the three ball, and they made one. And I continue as this game continues on. They're going to continue to get automatically three.
First charge time out of the game here early on. Olathe East trying to regroup as they are yet to get a point down as outside of the free throw line. For those of you with us for the matinee, we hope you stay with us tonight. Mason Bentley will be on play-by-play as our varsity Pioneers will look to go back-to-back after last night's thrilling victory against Lansing. Mason, last night's game, they beat Lansing by over 60 points, one of the biggest beatdowns I've seen this year. And if they can carry some of that momentum into the Olathe East matchup, again, they're a 6A team, but with a 3-10 record, currently ranked number 11 in their conference, the Pioneers really have an opportunity to make some good things happen.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that this Olathe East team is struggling. But they're like I said, they're so good in the paint. We're seeing in this JP and we've seen in the C team game. Leavenworth could be watching a trap game right now. And later in tonight's main game in our varsity matchup.
Ellie Lovejoy pulls up for three.
Yeah, they're continuing. The Hawks now they're battling for rebounds with each other. The Hawks are not playing good basketball right now.
The Hawks are going wild on the paint.
Olathe East is struggling to shoot the ball right now, and the rebounds are battling with each other. They're just not on the same page. I think they need the timeout. You take that first timeout. Hey, guys, get on the same page here. Let's go. And they're struggling to get on the same page, and Leavenworth continuing to ball away.
Number one for the Hawks, working their way across the logo. Getting hard pressed by McCann. 32 with the three. Breaks it off the far side of the backboard. McCann working her way back across the half-court line, this time in Leavenworth's direction. Ellie Lovejoy setting up a play. Lovejoy back with the ball.
Yeah, they're denying the inside of the paint. That's what they've done all game.
Player to watch.
And that's just an arid pass.
Behind the back of Ellie.
Nice block by Kiki Tolbert.
The foul is 35 in the Navy, but a good stop, able to deny an automatic layup if she hadn't gotten in there. Kiki Tolbert racing across the court.
That's it. Let us stay on that pass break, though it was a foul to still be able to get there and make a play. It's still fantastic for Kiki Tolbert.
The first free throw will fall. Both points so far as we get a full line change. Pioneers, they're almost full line change. McCann will stay on.
One thing to keep an eye on here is Kiki Tolbert was favoring that right leg while he was on the line. So we're going to keep an eye on that, see if he is all right. And
she's got the entire left leg wrapped up right now. Hopefully it's all right. She's playing with excellent nature. Second free throw is not going to fall. On the fast breaker of the Pioneers.
Nice.
And that one will fall.
Leavenworth is playing fantastic defensively. They're rebounding. Olathe East is having a hard time boxing out. A hard
press. Getting slammed down as McCann outside of the arc, and now the Pioneers get the ball back. They have a 7-2 lead with 3:23 remaining in the first period.
If you're Olathe East, you got to be more disciplined. You've let Leavenworth rebound the ball, and you way too many times. You're committing way too many fouls. You need to be more disciplined. You need to play the game a little bit more safer than you are right now. You're allowing Leavenworth to get these 3 possessions, these 3 points. Play defense a little bit softer. You're doing a good job.
Peyton McIntyre to her sister. Now it's in the hands of Graham. McCann to McCann. McCann to McIntyre. getting hard pressed by 2 Hawks. And as that one will go all the way back across the court, it will be an 8-second violation as the ball crosses back into Olathe East territory. They will inbound it. 3:07 and Mason again. They haven't made a shot from the field yet.
Yeah.
Both shots have been a result of Pioneer carelessness on fouls.
Both teams are making the
As we
mistake.
get another
They're playing
interception,
really
a
good.
bit of a collision between the McIntyre sisters.
Yeah, I say both teams are playing really good in the paint, but Leavenworth has been the one that is actually making it from the arc. We gotta look. Is Olathe East has to be more efficient inside the paint.
20 to the corner.
Fantastic defense for Leavenworth.
And that one might go right back across the half court.
That's a heck of a save.
Heavy pressure.
Heavy pressure by the Leavenworth.
2:30 on the clock. McCann with the steal.
Fantastic defense from Leavenworth.
And walking that ball like a leash.
Wow.
All the way out of bounds. And now the Pioneers, already with a 5-point lead early, have a chance to extend that here.
Yet again, they continue to stop allowing Olathe East to push into the paint. If Leavenworth can do that for 4 quarters, this should be an easy win.
McCann to McIntyre. Back to McIntyre. Passing it around the arc. Amira Graham. To the inside, fast break, and a bit of a lucky pass there. It bounces off the inside of the rim.
Okay, though Leavenworth came out with 0 points, what I'm talking about is Olathe East allowing somebody to bat the ball back in and Leavenworth to retain possession.
Olathe East has played solid defense, but they just haven't been able to finish plays. They haven't gotten rebounds. They haven't gotten the steals, turnovers they need. So while the Pioneers are struggling from outside the arc so far, they keep on getting these rebounds, and it's really helped them maintain a significant early lead. Olathe East hasn't gotten much anything going so far.
Yeah, and they're not even. I mean, if you're gonna at least have free throws, you gotta make it. You're gonna win it. You're not gonna win a game. I mean, you're playing good defense, but Leavenworth, they're scoring not as quick as they should be, but they're still scoring. As right now, they're still have a 5-point lead, and we're almost out of the second quarter.
The Hawks are 2 for 5 on free throws here, with 6 minutes elapsed already. Make that 2 for 6. And again, that is where all their offense has come from. A push foul on 33 on the Hawks.
Leavenworth continues to just grab rebounds. Olathe East is having a hard time getting rebounds right now.
Inbounding is number 5, Peyton McIntyre, McKenna McCann, and she will cross the LV blue at the half-court line.
McKenna McCann is undersized, but gosh, she can shoot that ball.
Three-pointer. Amira Graham gets robbed by the rim. And now the fast break for Olathe East.
Look at McKenna McCann.
She has no reason not to make this shot. Instead, she chucks it out of bounds into the press box.
I mean, you got to look at what's going on here. Like, it's Leavenworth on these fast breaks. They are not allowing Olathe East to just have a fast break. McKenna McCann on her horse to get back down the court and contest the fast break, and it leads to a turnover. Leavenworth.
And it's not just her. We've seen McKenna McCann playing with so much tenacity early on, but that play from Tolbert early on has also been a clear, momentum shifter early.
These Lady Pioneers have come to play tonight.
And keep in mind, this is the next generation. There are not any seniors on this team. Mostly, I would say 90% of the squad is freshmen and sophomores, so they're going to stick around for a while. If they can play consistent matchups like this for the next season, Pioneer fans have a lot to look forward to for the girls' part.
Yeah, this team reminds me a lot of our football team. If you're starting young, by the time they're seniors, you're going to have a good team.
Exactly.
Now, Leavenworth, you got your first chance to get free throws. You got to make them now. You got to continue to lengthen this lead. You continue to lengthen the lead against Lansing, and you beat them big. Don't allow Olathe East to think they have a chance in this game.
8-2 Pioneers with 1 minute left to play here in the first quarter. Behind the back dribbling. Nice handles from number 20 on Olathe East.
I mean, these one-on-one defense that Leavenworth's running right now is just, it's working so well. Olathe East cannot do anything.
You can move the ball around as fancy as you want, but if you're not getting it past
there again, it's the paint work from Leavenworth.
You're not going to make anything happen. McKenna McCann working her way inside the arc, getting double teamed. Graham all by herself to the outside, 3-pointer. Bit too much power.
Olathe East does not get a rebound there. They have to start rebounding. They have to get rebound. If you do not rebound, you will not win.
22 seconds left to play. The outside. McIntyre putting her body on the line.
There we go.
10-2 Pioneers, and McIntyre will go right back to the line. McKenna McIntyre, the 5'10 freshman.
Fantastic offense there to draw the foul along with the and one there. It's fantastic offense, and what Leavenworth has played so far. It's fantastic offense and defense in the paint, and they're up big right now.
8-point lead, unable to extend it to 9. We have 10 seconds, fight for the ball.
If you're Olathe East coach, you got to get it to your players' heads, guys. You have to get rebounds. And I'm going to continue to say it through the entire game, probably in our varsity game. If you do not rebound the basketball, you will not win.
So far, the Pioneers have shown much more consistency when it comes to rebounding the basketball.
Yeah, it is. It's just such a wide margin.
Three-pointer for McCann. Almost. And at the buzzer, Mason, that concludes the first quarter of play. Players head to their sidelines. Several line changes on both sides of the court. And the Pioneers currently lead at 10-2 at the end of the first period of play. Mason, what's been the most encouraging so far?
Well, we're going to look at both sides here. Let's look at Leavenworth offense. Leavenworth offense, if you're getting in the paint, but also Olathe is saying, hey, we're not going to allow you to have the paint easily. We're going to make you shoot from the arc. And if you're going to shoot from the arc, you got to go. And they've gone, I think, they've only had 2 of those in the first quarter. They had 2 of them. Now, Olathe East, you're struggling on both sides of the ball. You got to figure out you're struggling to get the paint on offense. You're not actually shooting free on arc. You're struggling in the paint on defense to get rebounds, and you're not shooting well on offense to get points. So one of those 2 things has to start. You have to either keep yourself in this game and the offense needs to wake up, or you need to get yourself back in this game and the defense needs to wake up. For Olathe East, you're playing an all-around bad game right now. For Leavenworth, you're playing an all-right game. I wouldn't call it a great one. A great one is what you played last night. You need to start playing what you played last night. Put the pedal to the metal.
My player to watch for the Pioneers here going into the next 3 quarters is going to be McKenna McCann.
I agree.
She has done such a good job at controlling the pace of this game. Olathe East has not been able to keep up. Keep in mind, they are yet to make a shot from the field so far. If McCann can really start to get in the paint, really start to get some of these layups to fall, the Pioneers are going to coast to what I hope will be an easy win against the 6A opponent.
There it is, a steal already. Ellie Lovejoy. There we go.
Lovejoy going up for the lay, getting physical.
Nice.
Getting the ball.
There he is, Leavenworth already.
What did we say, Mason? Get inside the paint, get under the rim, get physical, and play defense. Now they're playing more defense.
There we go. This is such a well defensively played game, and Leavenworth continues to play defensively so well. And all you're going to do when you play defense this good that Leavenworth is doing, when a Olathe player lifts up on the scoreboard and they only have 2 points, they're going to get frustrated. The more with frustration you play, the worse you're going to play.
And Mason, although the Pioneers have gotten into a bit of foul trouble early on, I will take that trade-off if it means less points on the scoreboard. Again, if the Hawks have to rely on these uncontested three-point shots, the double dribble will be charged against Rivera.
We do have a roster correct on it. That is MJ Hawks. That is, yeah. That is, I wanted to make sure that it's MJ Hawks. I wanted to make sure roster. It is, the number 10 is MJ Hawks in the JV game. I believe she'll play both JV and varsity tonight. That is.
Colbert working her way to the inside. Pop now.
There she goes, MJ Hack. MJ is already.
We just had to get her name right.
Right.
We just had to get her name right.
The Pleasant Ridge transfer. He was at Pleasant Ridge last year. Comes to Leavenworth this year. Had a pretty good year in volleyball. Now he's in basketball, making a difference here for the Pioneers.
Bit of an issue with our rosters. We have that corrected now.
There's the paint defense from Leavenworth, keep them on the arc. They are not shooting well from beyond the arc. Keep them in the arc.
One for the Hawks. Two-handed, looked like a free throw soccer player. And just chucking it up there, praying for mercy.
See, Leavenworth, now here's the downside of being so aggressive getting rebounds is you're gonna foul. And if you're gonna try to jump up there and get a rebound like that, you're gonna foul. Leavenworth has gotten in the foul trouble. Olathe East was in the line 3 times in that first quarter.
At the end of the day, though, Mason, I think the best indicator of how the team is doing is the scoreboard.
Right.
You can foul as much as you want as long as 2 things are happening. Number 1, your players aren't fouling out. If they can stay eligible, then you're fine. Number 2, if the Pioneers have more points on the scoreboard, then clearly something's working.
A point there for Olathe East. They're going to hope that they can wake up this offense and defense, get something going.
Lovejoy to Tolbert on the outside. Tolbert to Hawk. McCann.
See, McCann almost like a general out there directing the girls on what to do.
Kiki Tolbert, all by herself, gets some company, throws up a leg, and is off the top of the backboard. And
I mean, look at that. Like, even if you do get a rebound as even if you do get a rebound as Olathe East, you're like they're right on you. They're right on you. They're pushing you towards the boundary. Like, there's the whole. This is the thing is, even if Olathe East is getting a rebound, Leavenworth is playing such tight defense. Olathe East has no room free.
They can't keep up with the pace. Stevie Tolbert, younger sister of Trey Tolbert, 2-sport athlete for the Pioneer football and basketball.
What I don't like is how they're leaving Kiki Tolbert open on the arc. I see the defense they're running now is there's somebody always in the paint. But now you get the mismatch in the paint with the shorter girl. You're going to see Leavenworth start to target that as this game goes on.
Tolbert getting physical instead. Lots of contact will go against the Pioneers.
Yeah,
Possession goes back in the hands of the Hawks.
This is turning into a very physical game. You see now, and this game has turned into I'm just going to try to get into the paint. I'm going to force myself into the paint. These two teams are going to do anything they can. Points are going to come at a premium in this game. Get a point any way you can. A free throw. You got to knock somebody down to put a layup up. Do something. Get some points. You're going to pull a charge. Make the charge count. I mean, if you're going to get a point any way possible.
The Navy shirts heading back, still looking for their first points for the field. (35-33). And now getting pressed by McCann, who gets blown away by a hard screen. That's the risk you run into with being such a small player.
Fantastic defense from Leavenworth. They continue to force them back out to any time. Continue back out to the arc.
Have melted away since this possession began. Olathe East has to play with more urgency if they want to come back into this game.
There's nice play by Kiki.
Another turnover as Hack brings it back across the court.
Excuse me, that play was by Aislinn Mitchell, not Kiki Tolbert. A good intercepted pass by Aislinn Mitchell.
MJ Hack. Off the foot of Tolbert.
But here we go. Watch Kiki Tolbert staying on the fast break. Do not give them an easy fast break. Kiki Tolbert intercepts the pass.
She gets the steal, getting double teamed inside the arc. A nice pass, we'll call that a pass, and McCann gets possession back.
Kiki Tolbert playing an all-around really good game tonight.
Tolbert, the outside. And nearly tossing it out of play. Instead, the Pioneers will keep the possession going, drawing a foul with a chance for a 2-point play. 15-3, Pioneers currently comfortably in front here with 3:40 left to go in the half.
Yeah, again, it's the paint. Leavenworth just dominated the paint this entire game. They're going to continue to dominate the paint.
First shot, Tolbert will fall. 16-3, Pioneers.
I mean, Leavenworth, even when they're getting free throws, they're still making the free throws. That's what Olathe East isn't doing. Olathe East is getting to the free throw line, but they're not making the free throws.
Second one fall as we talk. Nothing but net for Kiki Tolbert, and now she's right back. Pioneers running a full court press with 2 deep. And another turnover.
Fundamental mistake that we cannot allow. We cannot allow to turn the ball over on an inbound like that.
I'm not complaining about it, though. Olathe East, that's something that they're probably going to be going back to the drawing board to with practice this week. Leavenworth Pioneers is firm control right now. This one will head right on the Olathe East sideline, bouncing across
in particular for Leavenworth. I think they're not playing as well as the group as the other two groups that played together. They got to get together and start playing the good offense that they were before this group came on.
Number 32 to 5.
Leavenworth is starting to leave some people open in the paint.
And controversial call there. I feel like number 10, excuse me, number 20 for your Pioneers, Selena Noel, appeared to be making a play on the ball there. They're going to say it was a pushing foul. And now the Hawks are inbound for 32 to 30. Number 5, the Hawks.
And the thing I look at this game is look at the height difference. Why are we not feeding the ball to number 30? Number 30, I think, to get more touches in this game. There we go. Olathe East finally gets a good shot and it doesn't go.
Call the cops. She got robbed right there.
Yeah. Wide
open.
Shot. She doesn't take a shot. You got to take those.
Peyton McIntyre does tend to be more of a three-point. Does tend to be more of a physical player, though, not accustomed to shooting threes. So it does make sense how she wants to keep the play alive.
Yeah, I don't care how they do it. You got that good of wide shot, you just got to take it.
Pioneers melting the clock down.
McIntyre wide open.
Call the plumber. These pipes are perfect. Everything's sliding down right now.
Everything is working as the plan for Leavenworth.
McKenna playing good defense.
And another.
Will get the ball back.
There is so much momentum.
2-11. Leavenworth is in complete control of this contest. They've already put 10 more on the scoreboard, and we still have 2 minutes left to play in the quarter.
If there was a momentum bar on the court right now, it would be all the way in Leavenworth's favor. The momentum is so far in Leavenworth's court. Olathe East needs to figure out something else.
Off the top of the backboard, not going to find its way down.
Yep, but again, Leavenworth is failing to finish from the paint.
Another thing to consider, Pioneers could be growing the lead because they've had a lot of turnover on the line. We've seen several key players as this three-pointer gets banged out and breaks away. McCann on the fast break. McCann has some help. She'll take it herself off the backboard. Still fighting. Pioneers still in possession. Peyton McIntyre,
right to the defender.
And she will fumble it right back into the hands of the Hawks.
I don't know what you call that play, but I don't know that you didn't draw that up in practice.
I call it a rare mistake for the Pioneers. They've stuck very firmly to their fundamentals so far. And you're going to have some plays like that, but when that's the exception for you and the norm for the other team, you're in a good spot. 20-3, Pioneers currently well in the lead.
That's important. You got a wide open shooter from the corner.
The travel sends the ball back to the hands of Leavenworth with 1:06 remaining before half.
So there's some good sides here from Olathe East now. They're getting shots up. They're getting accurate shots. They're now getting points. They're getting chances to score points. They weren't doing that in those first quarter. Yeah, that's right.
McCann placing coverage on the one. The outside 30. Another thing to consider is fatigue.
Nice defense. A foul.
The foul is number 35 on the Hawks.
But
the Hawks have mainly left their starters in for much of this game. You've seen 22, 30, 35, and 20 in particular getting lots of playing time. Number 5 and 6 on the bench. But when you look at the bench for each side, the Hawks only have 5 players up there rested. The Leavenworth Pioneers have a fully stocked row. So the Pioneers have been able to turn over their line much more. And that could go into play late when Olathe East started to get desperate, but their players don't have energy left.
And the person I'm going to keep my eye on for the rest of the game for Olathe East is number 1. She's quick and she's good. She's really good handles with the ball. I think if they allow her to start shooting the ball, I think she has a chance to make some points out. But every point in this game so far from Olathe East has come from free throws.
McCann. Still trying to get across that court, avoiding the 8-second violation. McCann to Graham. Graham to Hack. Hack to Peyton McIntyre. McIntyre to Graham. Passing it around like a hot potato for 3. Banks it, but the bank denied that, Bill.
10 seconds in the half. Back up. There's number one. You got to shoot that. You got to shoot that. That's a
Hawk 2 and 3. Not going to fall.
You got to set your feet.
And as the buzzer sounds, the Leavenworth Pioneers are done with the first period of play. Your Leavenworth Pioneers JV girls basketball team currently has 20 on the scoreboard compared to the Hawk 4. And Mason, what's the development for you to look for in the second half?
What I seen from the Hawks in that second quarter was their ability to shoot. They were shooting a lot more shots in that first quarter. And when you're shooting shots, you have your chance to score points. In that first quarter, they weren't shooting shots and they weren't scoring points. And Leavenworth, I didn't like what I seen in that second quarter compared to the first. You were playing much better defense in that first quarter. You were scoring better in that first quarter. You made a big three. Ellie Lovejoy and McKenna McCann had two big threes in that second quarter. But what has you in the lead right now is your defense. I think you were a little bit more relaxed in that second quarter on defense. You got to come out in this third quarter and pedal to the metal. No points to let up on defense.
I think a big development for me is looking at the defense. The Leavenworth Pioneers have done a great job at neutralizing the Hawks when they get under the rim. They are yet to record a layup or a field goal. All 4 points have been a result of Pioneer fouls, and again, I've talked about it several times. That's a trade-off I'm willing to make if the scoreboard is in our favor. And right now, the scoreboard definitely is in our favor. Me and Mason will take a quick break here. 8:46 on the clock. Pioneers lead 8:46 on the clock until we come back for the second half. Mason Bentley alongside David Kemp here, and we will take a brief pause. You're watching Pioneer Basketball on PTV. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody, and as we welcome you back inside the studio, I'm David Kemp alongside Mason Bentley. We are about a minute and a half away from the second half of action here on this special presentation of junior varsity basketball in Leavenworth, Kansas. Your Pioneers currently lead at 20 to 4 at the half. Mason, overall, I think the biggest development for this game, despite the Pioneers already putting up 20, their defense has been what's really shined. They have not allowed Olathe East to make a shot from the field thus far. All 4 points on the board coming via field goals.
MJ wide open in the corner. MJ for a three will not go. It's going to be a rebound for Olathe East. Number one will take it. Guarded by Ellie Lovejoy. Number one will take it past Leavenworth Pioneer logo, past midcourt. Midcourt to the left side, number 22. Going to set up inside the paint.
Hawks trying to get things going again. 20 to 7.
Oh,
First points of the game have come here in the third quarter.
that's a smart play. That is
Excellent job by 32 on the baseline. Bouncing it off number 4, Rain Little for the Pioneers.
And close games, those are the plays that can be the difference between winning and losing. Those are smart plays that you have to be able to make. Wide open, but
Have a long way before they conquer the mountain, though. They currently trail by 13, and that's a comfortable lead for the Pioneers. But I think a big theme of the season for both the girls' teams and the guys' teams has been just working hard to hold on.
I think Leavenworth catches the break there. Number 30 was wide open and had a pretty good long range few chance, but it goes right through her hands and out of bounds.
MJ Hawk to Tolbert. Back dog has to jump up there like a wide receiver to haul that one in.
Yeah, both sides are having a hard time passing the ball. See, and then you gotta make sure you catch it first before you go to dribble it. That's a big problem.
3.
Hey! Kiki Tolbert is taking over this game right now.
Kiki Tolbert has been absolutely electric for the Pioneer offense, and she continues to show why she is a go-to player. And again, Mason, she is a dual threat. She plays for the JV squad and the varsity team, so if she can do that tonight in the nightcap,
Ellie Lovejoy all over number 22 on the corner.
Pioneers really could.
See, and that's what Leavenworth is doing fantastic. If you're going to move into the paint, hey, if you're going to come right next to me, I'm going to swat that ball. But
Whoa.
That is a hard hit.
It will throw Noelle onto the floor.
Looks like she's all right getting it from that one. It's a hard hit to take, and that's
a bit shaken up, but nothing serious.
There's your cruel reality of basketball when two people meet in the paint. People say this isn't a physical sport, and then I'll show you that right there. This is a very much a physical sport.
First free throw, it's true.
Now, something that they struggled on in the first half, they didn't struggle on getting to the line. They struggled on making the free throws when they were at the line. That has to change in this game, this half.
Anytime your free throw percentage is below 50, as that one will also not fall. Every time you're missing every other free throw, you're definitely not capitalizing off of these plays you should be making.
So, number one is right on MJ Hack. I'm going to keep the ball away from them. If I am Leavenworth, keep the ball away from number 10.
Lovejoy lobs it to the outside. Tolbert working her way in.
That's fantastic defense. But okay, yeah, you got lucky. You got lucky by swatting it down. But you cannot allow Kiki Tolbert to get into the paint that easily. You got to put a body on it. You got to have somebody that is not just allowing Leavenworth to get right into the paint. You look at the size difference between Kiki Tolbert and number 22. We should not be allowing him to get right into the paint.
Look at Lovejoy here, wide open.
Lovejoy is
Does
2
get
for
the
2
ball.
on
Now to
threes.
the outside, the three-pointer.
Ooh,
Gonna fall for the Pioneers.
Lovejoy's got a couple threes today so far.
Playing good defense, too. Lots of pressure on both sides of the ball for the Pioneers. And again, this is something they do a good job of, putting teams in panic mode. And it's seeming to set in early for the Hawks, making costly errors like that one. Another turnover. Pass that Lovejoy gets intercepted but thrown out of bounds.
I think also one thing I'm starting to notice is the Hawks. The Hawks are so quick to pass it. Hey, let's get into their zone. Let's get it past the midcourt. Hey, let's start passing it around then. Let's not pass it into the zone. They're turning the ball over way too many times.
Little.
And
Lovejoy will be inbounding it for the Pioneers.
too many mistakes.
By herself is Kiki Tolbert. That's something to look out for.
Tolbert's wide open on the corner. Wide open on the corner. They will box out to get her, though. Over to Tolbert. She's already made it through with somebody in her face today. And
Put it away.
There's the good
Hawks
defense.
get the ball back, and they're going to call her for a travel.
Yeah.
Pioneers get the ball.
This is just undisciplined basketball from both sides right now. Leavenworth is having a hard time scoring, and though Olathe East is playing really good defense or playing a good offense right now, they're having a hard time playing defense.
Rain Little
There they go.
outside, wide open is Tolbert. She gets some company now. Passing it around the horn like a double play combination. Now getting pressed.
One thing I'm noticing, no McKenna McCann on the bench. No McKenna McCann on the bench. I think she is done for this JV game.
Excellent.
Wide open in the corner, Kiki Tolbert.
And you can see why she plays varsity. Tolbert throwing up a lay, not going to get it to the frame.
If I'm Tolbert, I'm just going to throw that one up there. I think you have a better shot 2-3 there than you do to drill in and just throw up a lay.
23-8, 4 minutes on the clock.
A steal.
To the outside, number 22 for the Hawks. Another steal. Instead, the Hawks are able to regain possession. Didn't quite lose that one there.
Hey, it's a steep mountain to climb, but every mountain is climbable. So you start stringing in a couple. You start stringing a couple runs together. Olathe East, just like that, could be right back into this basketball game.
Personally, though, Mason, I've got to disagree on that take because they have only scored 4 points in the entirety of the second half so far. We're already halfway done with the third quarter. All the Pioneers need to do is maintain the status quo, and they should have an easy victory. But I agree with you. You don't want to get too comfortable.
Yeah, and
I've seen crazier things happen.
There's number one. Like I was saying, keep an eye on number one. Okay, put it back up.
Pioneers get the ball back.
I don't
Honestly,
know.
turnovers from the Olathe East Hawks have really kept the Pioneers in this one. Every single time they start to get some momentum,
Yeah.
Pioneers have done a great job of shutting it down.
See, now Olathe East is getting rebounds, but they're not sure what to do with the rebounds.
Lovejoy.
And bad passing. They got to get the passing down. Both sides. Both sides have to get the passing
Pioneers
down.
retains possession after the swat away from 35 in the Navy jerseys.
If you're going to keep arcing these
Passing
passes,
the baton.
they got to quit arcing these passes. It's got to be a straight chest-to-chest pass. Quit arcing these passes. You're giving easy intercepted passes.
Lovejoy inbounding to Rain Little. Number 4 on your screen. To the outside. Tolbert to Hawk. Hawk back to Tolbert. Playing patty cake there, passing it back and forth. Rain Little, MJ Hawk.
Yeah, one's right on her, though.
Gets the look. She will draw the foul. Pioneers get 2 free throws here with a chance to potentially extend their lead to 18.
We're looking at the Hawks are playing much better interior defense, but they still got to continue to play better. There's always room for improvement.
First shot is not going to fall.
See, now this is going to test. What did the coach tell them in the locker room about rebounds? If MJ Hawk misses this, are you going to go get that rebound, or are you going to let Leavenworth get yet another offensive rebound?
Second one, also not going to fall.
There's a rebound. There you go.
Time continues to melt away. 2:54 on the clock. The Hawks haven't scored for the last 3 minutes. They are really struggling to move the ball around.
Like I said, watch number one. Number one, she's so quick, and the way she handles the ball is so. Watch her to take over this game in the second half,
The
just as
lead has
Kiki
been
Tolbert has.
sliced down to 13.
Got
Number
to catch it first. You got to catch the ball. It's mental mistakes.
Throws it onto the sideline there. 2:30 on the clock in the third quarter. 23-10. Pioneers in charge. Unless the Hawks can double their score total from the first.
Quality shots. I mean,
Another thing I will say, there's two ways to look at this. First, when you see a team like the Hawks really start to pick it up here in the third quarter, it's a bit frustrating. But when you consider a lot of key players have either been benched or taken out of the game altogether, like McKinnon McCann, it just kind of excites you for the varsity game because you can see the kind of impact these players can make on the court. I believe we're also going to see Kiki Tolbert and Ellie Muckroy in a little bit.
Kiki Tolbert is playing a really, really good game right now. They're not able to get past her on defense, on offense, and they are not stopping her defensively. Kiki Tolbert has 100% taken over this game right now. Olathe East has to slow down, number 12.
I suspect they'll be giving her a bit of a breather coming up soon because she is definitely someone that I would have in my first line on the bench in a varsity matchup.
Say, if this is how the JV's playing, imagine how much better the varsity going to play. But you
That
got to say it for
coming
the.
up right after this one.
So you got to put the same thing for the other side, though. Is how much better is that Olathe East varsity going to play? Kiki's going to half court press on number one. This is a matchup that I want to see. Kiki Tolbert on number one. That's a matchup they got to put together.
From downtown, those shots aren't falling. And a bit, almost an excellent save from Lovejoy. They're going to say that it was just across the blue line. And it's going to be an inbounded ball for the Hawks. Passing in is number 32, coming fresh in off the bench.
Well, Leavenworth coach Zoe Hayward, I think she put together a fantastic game plan for this game. Leavenworth is playing really, really good basketball right now.
Forcing
good steal.
Tolbert on the fast break. It's a 2-on-1.
One's right on her.
Tolbert finally receiving help.
Look at how physical. Number one.
Number one with the steal. Racing towards the lamp. This player that has really changed the tide.
Yeah.
For Olathe East, they still trail by 12. By trying to cut into that difference. Trying to extend the Pioneer lead. Drawing the foul with Leavenworth.
Hey, I said it at the end of that second, at the end of the first half. Number one is the game changer on this Olathe East team. She's just not getting chances to shoot the ball. She's shooting the ball in the second half. They have cut the lead down to 12.
Lovejoy inbounding here. The inside getting stolen from, but chucked out of bounds by number 30. Bit of a careless handle there. And now the Pioneers will get the ball back. All four Pioneers coming in off the bench, tripping over each other. That's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, that'll be on LB Barstool videos next week.
Definitely having a bit of a laugh there. Hey,
the game's always fun when you're up.
I cannot disagree with that one. Although we've seen crazy things happen before, like the Leavenworth Pioneers boys team losing by 18 despite having a lead in the fourth quarter against Topeka West.
Yeah.
About that game.
Our guys have struggled to do that all year, though. I think Lewisburg, I think, was one of the few games we've seen where they took a lead late and were able to hold on to it.
They really like to choke, but the JV Pioneers, barring a miracle, should be in firm control of this one. They have dominated every aspect of this game. Olathe East didn't even get a shot from the field to fall as that free throw was if the Pioneers shot in the first half.
And all of that momentum Olathe East built up with the with the steal, with the fast break for the bucket, and number one had created. All of that momentum that they had created, it's gone. It's gone just like that. It feels yet again this is an even sized game. When she made that layup, it felt like everything was going in Olathe East's favor.
MJ Hawk down low to the outside. Tolbert.
Final minute of the third quarter.
55 seconds left to play. 25-12. Pioneers in the lead. Three-pointer from Tolbert. It is not true.
Hey, she's open on the key again. Give it back to her.
The rebound. Oh, fancy handles. Ends up losing possession. They're going to
I don't know.
travel. I didn't see it.
I think the ball was out of her hands. I don't know.
Took several steps where the ball just seemed to be floating in the air.
There's a reason he's down there refing and we're not, though. So, number one, yet again, Kiki Tolbert right on her. Good screen. Number one, right into the lane.
Not going to go. And drawing the foul is number one. The third team foul for the Pioneers here in the third quarter. Headed to the line is one for the Hawks.
She's playing a really good second half right now, and she is single-handedly clawing this team back into this game. If the team around her just comes together and helps her to get this lead, to chip away at this lead, we could see a close game in this fourth quarter.
One thing I've noticed as the first shot's bricked out, I think our top performers on defense especially, McKenna McCann and the McIntyre sisters, they are both not on the sidelines right now.
Mm-hmm.
All three of them. And so I think we have seen the impact they made, again, albeit against JV teams.
Look at that. Number one right on the rebound.
If they can put the kind of pressure they do, as this mid-range two is not going to fall.
All right, now if I'm Leavenworth here, this is the end of the quarter for me. I'm not trying to shoot anything. Hold the ball. Just hold the ball.
Hawks do not feel the same way, putting a lot of pressure.
Wide open.
What a shot! You can hear the varsity players squealing from the sidelines. They're having such a good time, as are we up here, Mason. It has been such a good game for the Pioneers. Well-rounded, all corners of the court. They're making the three-pointers fall. They're getting physical, dropping layups, making their free throws in. They're not letting Olathe East crawl back into it. They've put more points on the board, but so have the Pioneers. As the buzzer beater bangs off the glass.
I believe there's aggressive, and then there's too aggressive. And when you're too aggressive, you're going to allow people to get zones, and you're going to allow people to find lanes to shoot. And at the end of the quarter there, number 4 for Leavenworth gets an easy shot to continue to up this lead. Aisla Mitchell, somebody who we haven't said the name of, gets an open shot, and she does not let it go, and she does not let it waste. So, but yet again, and if I'm going to group all of the first three quarters we've seen, the first quarter, Leavenworth's domination. Second quarter, we've seen Olathe East sort of come back and they get into the game. Third quarter, all Olathe East. I mean, I understand it's 28-12, but Olathe East, they have come back in this game. They've made it. If they just put a run together, I think this Olathe East team could 100% find their way back into this game.
They at least had a chance to make it close, especially if the Pioneers put in a lot of their bench pieces. But Leavenworth in firm control as we start the final 8 minutes of this matchup. 28-12, Pioneers in an out-of-conference game. And again, we'd like to remind you, we're going to take a brief intermission as soon as this matchup's done, but don't go anywhere. Coming up on PTV at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, the Leavenworth Pioneers will be hosting the Olathe East Hawks varsity girls team for a girls doubleheader on National Female Athletics Day.
If you're Coach Hayward for Leavenworth here, it is a finish the game mentality for these last 8 minutes.
Don't take the pedal off, as the first foul comes just 12 seconds into the quarter, and it's charged against the Pioneers. Inbounding for the Hawks is 32. She tries to send it to 30, but good coverage from the Pioneers. Lovejoy.
Ellie Lovejoy.
She said, "Get that out of here."
Ellie Lovejoy, an unspoken hero this whole game. We've watched Kiki Tolbert, we've watched McKenna McCann, and we've watched the Paytons or the McIntyre sisters. Ellie Lovejoy has been a unspoken hero of this game so far, in my opinion.
She's someone who might get a little bit of playing time in the varsity matchup against the in maybe the third and fourth quarters, but she's also only a sophomore, which is something to consider as we look at the future of this program. Lovejoy to Little.
Oh, wow.
The pass, the interception from 22. Easy left.
That's what I'm talking about. If you
blocked by Ray Little. Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. You stay on the fast
play, chasing her all the way down the court to deny the fast break.
You'd think it was LeBron James getting down the court with that block.
Oh my goodness. NBA Finals Game 7 mentality right there.
Yeah. I mean,
even when you're up by 16, the Pioneers never say die.
no
The
points.
first free throw after the foul is not going to fall. And the Olathe East Hawks are trying to play for pride here, and the Pioneers have just shut them up.
No points come easy against this Leavenworth defense. What they showed. That is the third time this game where a fast break that should be an easy bucket for Olathe East is defended by either Kiki Tolbert or McKenna McCann.
Both free throws do not fall in, so the score remains 28-12 with 7:20 remaining. And after taking a step out of bounds on the rebound, the Hawks basically gift the Pioneers over the ball with no pressure.
They got to get it past the line.
They're not able to get it across quickly, but they are able to get it before the 8 seconds.
Wide open.
Wide open three from MJ Hawk. Almost had it. Number 42, Harding, putting her own mark on this game here late.
Leavenworth is being more relaxed in the paint. They need to lock it back down in the paint. Way too relaxed in the paint. Lock it back down in the paint. If you're Coach Hayward, tell them, hey, we're too relaxed in the paint. Lock it back down, guys. We're winning this game because we won in the paint. Quit letting them in the paint.
You'd think Lovejoy was playing ping pong the way she keeps on slapping the ball out of the hands. Even when it goes out of bounds, you're at least stopping up their momentum. Unable to get the layup to fall, referee will call a violation on the Pioneers.
So number one for Olathe East is off of the court, and I believe off of the bench too. She might be done for this game. The one girl who was making a play and making a change for this Olathe East team seems to be done for the night, for the JV
Done
at least.
for the night for JV, but she should be making an appearance coming up against the Pioneers soon, as she has a good shot at making the varsity roster, especially, I mean, unless she's hurt, barring injury. A player who's been that consistent all night, you expect to see her later on.
Yeah, she was obviously the game changer for Olathe East. All 12 points, or the 12 points, most of them came from her.
After the practice shot, she breaks it out. Lovejoy getting the rebound, fumbling it around a little bit before securing it for the jump ball.
Arrow is Leavenworth's way. Leavenworth will take possession.
On the court right now for the Pioneers, Harding, Noel, Lovejoy, Tolbert, and MJ Hawk. As Tolbert tucks that one off the court and all the way down the hallway. You can see on the far side of your screen, Noel racing all the way down the tunnel.
Find a basketball in class tomorrow. You'll know why.
Yes, sir. Number 20 for the Hawks, trying to keep things going. Open three, not going to take it. Instead, upping to the outside. May have stepped a foot out. Refs aren't going to
wide open.
Winner from 35.
Oh,
Toilet bowls it.
That is brutal. Flush. That is brutal. To what? Whether you're a Pioneer fan or you're an Olathe East fan, that is brutal to watch happen. And an and one for the Pioneers.
Pioneers. 30-12, a chance to make it 31 is Mackenzie Harding, the freshman. And the Pioneers, with 6 minutes left to play, are completely dominant in this game over the Hawks, putting them in cages here. First shot from McKenzie. Isn't going to fall. And the rebound thrown. Neither team with a bonus, as it's been a relatively clean fourth quarter.
Much cleaner fourth quarter.
As we speak, we see number 20 thrown to the ground.
That's
a
a tough bucket right there for number 20.
tough bucket, the first bucket of the fourth quarter for Olathe.
Those are buckets you have to make when you're down late in the fourth. Right now, if you're Olathe East, you are getting a bucket any chance you get. If you got to run through a white shirt to get a bucket, you got to do it here.
One of the larger crowds I've seen for a junior varsity game here at Leavenworth High School. And you can tell that the turnout was good, a highly anticipated matchup, and the Pioneers have lived up to the hype too. Trying to get back-to-back wins and extend their season record. And again, also trying to get back-to-back wins is the Pioneer varsity team. They got a win over Lansing last night. Probably a bit tired, but when you have as deep a rotation as the Pioneers have, honestly, that's been their saving grace this year. Their depth.
Say these JV girls look like you'd think these JV girls just took a 2-month hiatus the way they're playing right now. They're playing so energized, fresh. Ellie Lovejoy playing fantastic basketball. Kiki Tolbert.
Look at the varsity team too. You have players like Ellie. Excuse me. You have players like Nala Walker. You'll have Maya Hewitt. Kiki Tolbert starts sometimes, and Layla Brown. But then even when those guys get tired and they start to rotate out, a lot of other teams would start to falter. But then you got players on this JV team like the McIntyre sisters, Ellie Lovejoy, McKenna McCann, which produce at both levels. And again, this team is very young. One of the only basketball
rebound.
teams I have ever seen that has not had a senior at all on the roster. So upwards of 90% of the roster projected to return next year. Pressure down court. Number 20 to 32 for three. That one is a little short. I could feel the wind up.
Yeah, you can't make. Okay, I understand you're down big, but that's not the shot. It's not the shot to make.
It's a hard shot, but it's what we need to make. She is not making that.
Yeah, you gotta pick a better shot selection than that. I just think trying to put up a three because you're that far down, that's just not what you need to be doing. And one thing I've noticed is the Olathe East coach has been quiet this entire game.
Pressured.
See, signs
laughing and waving her hands for a foul, but Ellie Lovejoy laughing that one off. She did not put any pressure there.
Yeah. I think Olathe East is just trying whatever they can at this point to get points, and nothing is going their way.
Desperate to be honest.
Kiki Tolbert. Tough lay.
Probably could have used a little bit of help there, but we're such a big lead.
Look at that. A double team. Ellie Lovejoy right on number 32 at half court.
It's the logo yet.
Sailor. Whoa!
Moving screen.
And Ellie.
The Pioneer bench is not happy about that one.
Yeah. See, this I understand you're down, but those are just that plays like that just do not belong in basketball.
Careless. There is no way that wasn't going to be called foul. That looks like a pancake block in a football game. Those are
the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be losing to the bear and then poke the bear. You don't want to do that.
Exactly.
Especially somebody like Ellie Lovejoy, who was just 2 threes on the day. She's played a fantastic game defensively and offensively. For somebody who's played so well against you, I just don't know if that's what you need to be doing.
Getting pressed by Tolbert and just all the heavy defense, all the heavy pressure. Olathe East has not been able to respond, just chucking it out of bounds there again. 4:16 on the clock, 30-14. The Pioneers are firmly in control.
Say it's going to be a long, long drive back to Olathe tonight for the Hawks if they can't get anything going. Yeah. Ooh, expensive $500 TV.
That one right over the head of Addison Mitchell.
I don't know if the girls know, but Ron is not in the game. He is not playing. He's just a trainer.
That's the second play in a row that Ron's had to scamper over to the ball there.
Hey, Ron knows he's out of his golden days. He's not ready to play basketball anymore.
I will say, if he stepped on that court, I have no doubt that Ron, everyone's favorite athletic trainer, he would be draining threes.
100%. Ron would be a fan favorite no matter where you went.
Put him at center.
I think you put Ron anywhere.
I think, yeah. Point guard maybe. I think He would look good in a 3-point contest. He could take Curry. Just a little bit of small talk here as we only have 4 minutes left to play. Pioneers have doubled the score of the Hawks +2.
See, and you've seen in that
30-14.
you've seen in that third quarter the Hawks started to inch back, but and
Exit.
number one for the Hawks gave them so much momentum. And if you're able to ride that momentum, if we were here now, that it's probably a close game. But you didn't ride the momentum. You're now here. You're down 3-14. There's not much else you could do. Down now 15 with only 4 minutes to go.
Tolbert trying to keep the play alive.
And
They're gonna say she took a step out of bounds.
one
Instead
thing
of protesting to the referees,
I'm noticing here, Olathe East coach has been silent this whole game. I mean that I feel for a coach, you gotta be voice. You
And it's
gotta
a sharp contrast to the
right,
Pioneers. Zoe Hayward, she's been
right.
amping up her players, coaching them, running plays verbally from the sidelines. She is just, honestly, I think as much as each and every one of those players impacts the game, Zoe Hayward impacts those players, perhaps even more so. She is just such a good influence on this team, assistant coach on varsity, head coach at JV, and
That's just
interesting call.
yeah.
To give Lovejoy the foul.
I think that went on Olathe East for I think a moving screen. I think it was Olathe East is not happy about it. Their
They're
coach is not
gonna
happy
give
about
it
it.
to Kiki Tolbert. Right as you were talking about the coach's silence, she's starting
Yeah.
to get a bit worked up there.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating game, and when you get calls to go against you late in the game, it's going to happen. Frustration happens to everybody. It's been a very frustrating game to watch from their perspective, and I don't blame her. Kiki Tolbert, I don't know how that stayed in bounds.
Good job by Addison Mitchell, but unfortunately the Hawks were not quite as lucky. 3:39 on the clock. You can see the Pioneers filing in on the bench in their white First City pullovers.
So it will yet again be Mike Kuntz head coaching Leavenworth Pioneers as their interim head coach. Bill Sloan's still out on administrative leave right now. From the coaching the team. So it will be Mike Kuntz coaching the ladies yet again tonight in the varsity game.
He's done a great job. Since he took over, I've seen, in my opinion, a lot more like of a competitive edge in the sense of playing physical basketball, playing fundamentally, and as this one goes inside,
That's a play you got to make. That's a beautiful play there by Addison Mitchell to get into the paint.
as we said all volleyball season, it's a tough play, but it's one we need to make.
Nice. Addison Mitchell able to get right in her face there and cause her to make the mistake. And Addison Mitchell, who checked in very recently, we've said her names at least 3 or 4 times, and she's just checked into the game.
She has done such a good job at just running things here. Pioneers trying to get by the full court press. MJ Hawk not having any trouble with that, really. Kiki Colbert surveying the land.
There we go.
By 22, Pioneers get the ball back.
See,
30-15, 2:51 on the clock in the fourth period of play.
and there are plays that are showing me this Olathe East team is good. They're just not stringing those good plays together.
Hack. Almost throws it away. Hack will get it back. Hack with the lay.
That's a good lay, just doesn't go. And I like how aggressive Leavenworth is. Hey, if you're going to get a rebound, you're not going to get to pass it that easily, though.
Bit of a fumble there from 35. Fight for the ball to the outside. Number 5 pump faked a 3, but she was never going to shoot that with 3 Pioneers all over her.
Yet another foul on the Pioneers. Going to be another free throw for the Hawks. And the Hawks have been in the free throw line a lot today. I think if they would have made every free throw that they have been to the line for, it'd be a much closer game. But they're leaving a lot of points on the board right now, missing free throws. Number 32 checks out for the Hawks, possibly her final moments of the game tonight.
Number 5 taking another free throw. 30-16. 2:29 on the clock. Second one is not going to go in. With the lay off the rebound, also not going to go in. Another shot trying to throw it up. They're going to call it for a travel.
Nice.
Olathe East coach making lots of gestures to the refs.
Yeah.
For a contact call. Personally, I think they made the right.
Yeah, I think that's a jump ball. I think it should be a Olathe East ball. You got two girls fighting for possession, jump ball, just give it to. I think the possession arrow.
Well, as they say, ball don't lie. The Hawks will get it back here after a very quick turnover that sent the ball flying out of bounds for the Pioneers.
These Hawk fans have traveled very well tonight for this varsity matchup, and what I believe is going to be a high level matchup between these two things. A lot of Hawks fans here tonight, a lot of Pioneer fans. It's going to be a good matchup in our main showcase of the varsity game.
The biggest performers for the Pioneers early on.
Man, oh, wow.
Olathe East coach, hands in the air, like she just don't care.
Yeah.
She clearly does care.
There's just a lot of calls going.
Lots of frustration.
Yeah.
And now the timeout will call. Interesting note, Lovejoy, Tolbert, and Hack have spent the last couple minutes, all three of them on the bench. They've been top performers for this team. And I think it's likely that they've played their last possessions.
Yeah, I think when you got a varsity game coming up, you're up 15 points against a team that's just struggling to stay out of foul trouble right now. I think right now, if you're Leavenworth, hey, put the backups on there, and I want every time you're walking that ball up, take as much time as you can. Every single possession, take up the shot clock. Every single possession.
30-16 play for the Pioneers. Fouling out.
Coming off of that timeout here. Looks like
the technical is not going to go.
Who did they tech up?
2:18 on the clock.
They must have.
That was a lot of the frustration from the Olathe East coach.
Okay, that's what I assumed it was.
Worked up over a ref call when there was really. I didn't see anything that noteworthy.
I mean, though, as a coach, though, you're the one who has to set the example. I know it's a frustrating game. You're still the one setting the example for your ladies, though. Set the example that you're not supposed to be getting technical fouls, especially as a head coach.
Double dribbler.
And a call finally goes in the way of the Hawks.
A bit too late to make that much of a difference, though, might I add. 2:12 remaining on the clock. I think there's not really any miracle left to be had. It's pretty much impossible for Olathe East to come back from this deficit. Playing for pride here.
There's a nice pass. She's got to put it up.
A lot to be encouraged about for this team in the future.
The frustration I'm having is number 30. They pass it number 30. 30's in the paint. Put it up. Well, she was
tallest player.
Yeah, tallest player. If you're right under the basket, just put a shot up. That's what they've struggled with. They continue to get into the paint and just pass it out, and you're turning the ball over. If you're in the paint with that good of a shot, just shoot the ball.
That's worked in the Pioneers' favor, though. 30-16.
I think
not making free throws right now.
A lot of things to look at from this game, and they're gonna go to tomorrow and practice and be like, hey guys, we didn't play a good game yesterday.
Second one will go. 30-17, 155.
It's gonna be full court press the rest of the way, and they're gonna push her out.
They're gonna give the ball to the Hawks there.
Yeah, a lenient call for a call that has been called on Leavenworth most of the day, which is pushing somebody out. I mean, a lenient call there from the official.
The ref's letting them play here, though.
Ellie Lovejoy checks back in for the Pioneers.
One last stand from Leavenworth. The Hawks really trying to make a difference.
Lovejoy's going to be on 30. 30's been
to the inside with the lay.
It goes.
30-19, 146 on the clock.
This game
still have an 11-point lead.
All right, the Pioneers need to start draining the clock. There's Ellie Lovejoy. She's going to be the person with the ball most of this quarter for the rest of this game is going to be Ellie Lovejoy.
Lovejoy, Harding all the way around.
Up, Lovejoy, top of the key.
35 to Lovejoy. Passing
Green. Lovejoy's wide open.
with the lay. Not going to go.
See what they call here.
Good
It's going to be.
defense. 1:11 on the clock.
It'll be Hawk ball with 1:17 to go.
The Hawks need to put up 11.
I'm telling you now.
11. One's all over the board here.
A 3-pointer right here would put the Hawks right into this game. Right into this game. If you're the Hawks, you need points on this possession. Get your
Number 30.
in the corner for three. It goes.
30-19 on the deep 2-pointer. 1 minute left on the clock.
The Hawks are back in it.
By 9.
Oh my. This has just turned into a crazy game as Kiki Tolbert is going to check in with the Hawks, starting to mount a comeback.
The Pioneers really need to lock in and play completely shut down defense here. They've been doing it all game. Several key players just have taken a breather.
Since the technical foul on the Olathe East coach, they have played lights out basketball.
The 3
wide open. That's a good shot.
It's not going to go.
That'll go out. And I think that is
get the ball back.
That should be the last gasp.
That might seal it. 32 seconds. Pioneers holding on to a 9-point lead. And again, we said it for a while, barring a miracle. Olathe East started to get some.
And they're going to try to shoot from behind.
Kiki Tolbert.
Great awareness by Kiki Tolbert.
Mitchell to Lovejoy. Lovejoy for 3. It's not going to go.
A timeout there taken by Zoe Hayward with 23 to go. Now when they come back from no shot clock, I think this game's over.
23.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, no.
21. Pioneers in front in really comfortable fashion so far.
That was a valiant effort to end this game by the Hawks. I mean, they were shooting. Valiant effort. I think it's going to be just too much. I think the technical foul that their coach took lit a fire under them, and they started playing much better.
Bet they wish they got teched earlier in the game.
Yeah, I think
because they definitely could have used this amount of tenacity before this one was really unreachable. But 23.3 seconds. In order for Olathe East to get back into this one, they would have to drain 3 field goals from beyond the arc. And they've only drained, I think, 3 all game. So unless they can really make the last 23 seconds count, this one is over for the Pioneers.
Yeah, I think this comes down to you got to drain a 3, but then you also got to foul them and hope that Leavenworth doesn't make any of the free throws. If you're Leavenworth right now, there's 2 ladies I want touching the basketball: Ellie Lovejoy and Kiki Tolbert. That's the only 2 people that I would want if I was Coach Hayward to touch the basketball right now. 2 ladies that have played fantastic basketball all night.
I mentioned that the Pioneers might have been resting those 2 along with MJ Hack.
Yep, there's Lovejoy.
Trying to drain clock, putting her body on the line.
It's going to be
Olathe East, if they want to stay in it, they're going to have to start. Unless we're going to make stupid mistakes like that. 13.2 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
21.
A mental mistake. If you're Mackenzie Harding, hey, just hold on to that ball. Like, you're all right. The game's over. But now if you're Olathe East, you got to put one up right now. You got to shoot it right now.
It up for a lay.
It doesn't fall. Rebound Olathe East. It goes. This is a game. This is a game. It's a. If she thinks this is falling,
it's a 7.
Wow.
4 seconds remaining.
It's a small chance.
I will say they've made the score look close, but the Pioneers, Mason, I've had a good time calling this game with you. You will be on play-by-play in just a minute.
3.
But it's been a pleasure looking as the end one's not going to
fall. Yeah, that'll do it.
Should ice it.
What a fantastic win.
1. Tolbert will hold it, toss it to the ref, and that will put the finishing touch on a Pioneers' dominant victory. I'm David Kemp alongside Mason Bentley. We will be back in 15 minutes for prime time basketball in the first city. Your final score, the Leavenworth Pioneers. Excuse me, they turned off the scoreboard. But your Pioneers get the win today. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere.